Okay, hey. So basically, I'm in a class that I hate. It's called integration, and it's about like our version that I take is about self identity. So I thought it was going to be this. It said it was a writing based class, and I thought it was going to be this creative writing class where I get to write about myself. But it's not. We're constantly in our groups doing group projects, and reading like scientific journals and just a lot of bullshit. I have three teachers in the class that all teach, and one I don't mind. He's like a performance arts teacher, so we get the arts in there. We have like a neurological scientist, basically, and then we have a psych teacher who I despise. And I heard he's a great psych teacher, and that's great if people like really enjoy him in his psych class, but I cannot stand him in this class. Um, so we're doing a multimedia project right now in the class with our groups. We haven't really started ours yet, but we have to pick a group and create we got a group and we have to create empathy in a video which has video, audio, image, and text in it. Um, so we were looking at examples the yesterday, and the example we looked at was a previous group who did women as a group of people who are um, like lower class citizens, honestly. Like they're discriminated, the wage gap, and I'm a feminist, and so are my friends, and I joke that I'm like just an angry feminist. And I mean, I'm not a man hater. I have amazing men in my life who I love and care for. I I don't walk down the street just hating men. And yes, I have way more friends that are girls than I do as guys, but that's always been like that for me. I had a single mom raising me. I mean, my dad's in the picture, but my mom raised me on the weeks. I watched how strong and independent she was. I've been surrounded by my aunt and other women because my mom works in a hair salon that's like all women based. And so I've grown up with a lot of strong, independent women in my life. So, I mean, I guess that does go to my friends. But so we were watching this video about women, and it starts out with the gender roles we put little girls into and goes to like the sexualization of women. And yes, this group could have done a little better. Their audio was a little shoddy. The fluidity of like the movement of the video was um they could have used some statistics. They mentioned the wage gap, but then they don't give the statistic of the wage gap. But it was a good video. It did create empathy. And this one kid in front of me, it's like four douchebags that sit in front of me basically. And the one said like, I don't understand how it goes from like gender roles to sexualizing women, and then it just turns into this like feminist like video. Are you kidding me? Because of course it goes into a feminist video. It's women's rights, women like issues that women go through and face. Of course it's going to be a feminist issue. So me and my one friend totally like we're like, are you kidding me? We kind of called him out, and he raises his hands. Oh well, I guess I don't know anything. I guess I'm wrong. And probably more than half of the men in the class start laughing at that comment, which makes me feel like, cool. We're just now in a shitty sitcom where I'm the naggy wife and you're the dumb husband. I'm glad that's our like how this works in this class. And then this girl Snapback, we call her, because we have well, she wears a snapback, but we have nicknames for everyone at the school. And we've already had issues with her. She doesn't like believe that gender ambiguity and gender fluidity exist. She like wrote like, of course there are some exceptions, like, and I quote, of course, there are some exceptions in our culture, like the cross dressers and transgenders. Other than that, though, she doesn't believe that that people, like, she thinks that, like, you are born into the body that you are in, you are male or female, except for those exceptions. But anyway, I have a lot of issues with her. But then she starts talking about how victims just they make themselves victims and how we have to ignore all these like issues because that's the only way people will stop being victims, which is a load of bullshit. She basically victim blamed and then talked herself in circles. And my friend called her out on it, and she did an amazing job on calling her. I'm so proud of her. She's non-controversial at all. I think I might be rubbing off on her a little, or maybe not. I don't know. But and then at one point, Snapback told my friend to relax, and I like freaked out because you just don't like. It was like relax, like if she was acting like my friend was crazy or a 3-year-old, and it was obnoxious. So anyway, I've been really angry recently, or passionate. My mom says I should say I'm a passionate feminist, not an angry feminist. But I was watching on YouTube some like slam poetry, like about feminism, and I decided I was gonna write some of my own. And like the worries that my two friends are having is everyone in that class thinks we're bitches, and I don't really give a shit anymore. I'm standing up for what I believe in, and if you think I'm a bitch, then I guess I'm a bitch. But I know I'm right. I'm morally right, and I don't care. So here's the one poem I wrote. You think I'm a bitch. I know you do. Admit it. Good. Now that that's out in the open, I need to tell you something. If me standing up for what I believe in, fighting for what is right, speaking up for those who cannot makes me a bitch, then I guess I'm a bitch. Yes, I'm loud. I'm outspoken. I'm not your docile, demure, submissive young lady. I yell, I fight, and I am my own person. So if that makes me a bitch, I guess I'm a bitch. Think what you want, but guess what? I'm right. The points I make are intellectual. They are valid, they are stimulating, and thought-provoking. And most of all, they are moral. I am a strong woman, like the woman who raised me, like the women before me. I will not let others push me down or shut me up. I will always speak my mind. And if that makes me a bitch, then I guess I'm a bitch. But while you are calling me a bitch, calling me names, and throwing petty insults my way, I will be striking change to the world. I will only fight harder. Your names and insults, they will add fuel to my fire. They will make me more passionate to my causes. They will make me the best person I can be. So call me a bitch. Call me a slut. Call me a psycho. Because that will only prove my points. That will only help my cause. That will show me I have a reason to still be fighting. I am not your baby. I am not your woman, even though I am a woman. You may think I'm a bitch, and maybe I am, but I will never be your bitch. So yeah, that was my poem. Sorry this video got so long, but it really, you needed kind of the explanation of how my past 2 weeks have been, just so you know where this poem is coming from. I think I'm gonna really start writing poems and sharing them on YouTube and kind of performing them out loud because I normally write poems and keep them hidden. And I would love to hear your opinions. And am I a bitch? Actually, you don't even have to answer that because I don't care about your care if you think I am or not. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy. Feel free if you need to talk about something that's an issue that you've been dealing with, whether it's as a woman you've been feeling like people have been treating you like shit or any other social issue. I'm here for you. And if you got any cool poetry, send me a video response. Okay, thanks. Bye.